Fractal Design Focus 2 PC Case Review. The Fractal Design Focus 2 is a budget PC case. While the Focus 2 may seem like a basic case on the outside, rest assured Fractal Design has been a heavy hitter in the PC case industry since around 2009 when Fractal released the Define Case series. The Define Case series secured Fractal Design a place in the US market. Ever since then, Fractal Design has continued to improve upon its very strong Define series foundation. Fractal Design Focus 2 fan and radiator support. As you can see, the Fractal Design Focus 2 comes with plenty of support for cooling configurations of all shapes and sizes, with room for a 306mm radiator mounted to the front of the case. Impressive considering the Focus 2 is on the smaller side of the mid-tower. The font of the Fractal Design Focus 2 is simple, and that's not a bad thing at all. We live in an age of RGB rainbow everything in sharp, futuristic, ultra-modern designs. But the Fractal Focus 2 stands to be the polar opposite of that, with interesting geometry limited to the layered front of the PC case. The front is simply a small mesh to capture dust and any air debris that might be floating around, with the Fractal Design logo stamped into the bottom left. The Focus 2's front silhouette is a rectangle with flat corners, painted in a matte black finish, simple but effective. On its front face, the Focus 2 can fit up to 3 120mm fans, or 2 140mm fans up to a total of 306mm. This means you can fit a full 306mm radiator up front if you're thinking of going the liquid cooling route this build. The rear of the Focus 2 is again very simple and minimalistic, with the same matte black color scheme. The silhouette is the same rectangular shape as the front, just without the flat corners. The interesting thing about the rear of the case is the geometric and rigid triangular pattern lining the back panel of the case. This back panel allows for both breathability and rigidity. Makes sense considering the back panel is usually where hot air is exhausted from. Speaking of exhausting air, the Fractal Design Focus 2 is compatible with 120mm or 140mm exhaust. We can also observe the standard cutouts and 7 expansion slot configurations we'd expect on most mid-towers. We're also glad to see the return of the bottom-mounted PSU. This differs from the Fractal Torrent, whose PSU was top-mounted. The near side, or front side panel as it's also called, is a glass-bordered side panel that almost completely comprises the full side of the case. The panel has 2 thumb screws that attach the panel to the chassis. Removing the side panel, we can see the standard configuration we'd come to expect from mid-tower cases. The PSU is hidden by a shroud that extends the full width of the case. There's no top to this shroud, so where other cases will fully enclose the bottom and disrupt a clear airflow pattern, the Focus 2 leaves the bottom of the case bare and exposed, so as to not disrupt airflow. The top of the Fractal Design Focus 2 is simple in its design but very effective. There's a large removable, for easy cleaning mesh cutout present for airflow towards the rear of the top panel, and the I/O occupies the front right of the top. The top has space for 2 120mm fans or 2 140mm fans, depending on what you want to mount. This should also go without saying that you can fit up to a 240mm radiator up top too. 208mm radiators do not fit. The great thing is you can switch fan sizes up top on the fly, without the use of a bracket like the front of the case requires. The inside of the Focus 2 houses everything you'd need to safely and securely mount your PC hardware. The Fractal Design Focus 2 can support motherboard form factors of up to ATX. This also includes M-ATX and Mini-ATX. There's also a large cutout near the 24-pin motherboard power connector to route all your cables tidily to the back of the PC. There's also a smaller cutout towards the center bottom of the case to route cables such as HD audio or internal USB connectors. The Focus 2 facilitates everything you need a PC case for in 2022. Thank you everyone for watching us till the end. It would be a great pleasure for us if you were a little help with this video. Comment us below.